Alright, so we're on our way to Boole Tree Loop Trail, and we're coming up here to get our pass to go into the park. We're on Highway 180 eastbound. This is Kings Canyon National Park. Alright guys, so we just passed the booth and we're on Kings Canyon 180 east. You want to just keep veering to the left to get to Boole Tree, okay? So when you get to this point right here, you want to veer left, do not go right, because that's Sequoia side and that's not where we want to go. So we want to stay in Kings Canyon National Park area and just stay to the left, okay? You're going to go through Grant Grove. There's a little visitor center there, a little store. Make sure you watch your speed, because the park rangers up here patrol this area right in here pretty good, and they like giving out speeding tickets, so I think it's like 25 miles an hour right now. And you know, the whole point too is you want to slow down and enjoy the view, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful up here.
So I'm up here, my name is Samuel, I'm up here with my wife Crystal and one of my dogs, Beast. He's a Husky Pit mix. And he doesn't get out much, so he's gonna really enjoy going on a hike today up to Boole Tree. This is a fairly easy trail, by the way, this Boole Tree Trail. I think it's like 2.5 miles round trip. So it's a real beginning stage hike. You know, you could take your kids on this hike. It's not too strenuous. Has a lot of meaning for me though. Me and my father used to hike that trail all the time, and he passed away back in 2012, and we put some of his ashes at there right next to Boole Tree there. That was our favorite little hiking spot, so it has a lot of meaning for me. So I haven't been up to that tree in a couple of years now, so it's gonna be interesting when we get there. Hopefully I won't break down and cry. Yeah, I miss my dad. He's a good guy. Taught me a lot of things, taught me how to be a man, how to live my life right, how to trust in God and believe in the Bible. And every time I start going off that true path of God, I always think about my dad and him looking at me saying, you know, son, you need to get back on that right path again. So got a lot of good memories. I absolutely love the smells up in the park. You know, the juniper and the cedar trees and the different plants. Just the fresh, clean air. Being up in God's creation. He made this for us, man. He didn't make us to sit in front of our TV all day.
That's for sure.
Or to get out and enjoy what He made for us. Here's Grant Grove. We got a visitor center, a post office, a little store right here. There's some campgrounds right in here. You just want to keep on driving on 180 East.
Okay.
Alright, so you see it says Cherry Gap, Chicago Stump sign. Cherry Gap, Chicago Stump. You're going to keep on going. It's a little bit past this turnout right here for the Boole Tree Trail Loop Trailhead, okay? And if you get to the point where you see a Hume Lake turnoff, you've gone too far. You got to go back about 1.5 miles. So it starts to go downhill quite a bit, and pretty soon here we're gonna find that Boole Tree turnout. And it is gated, okay? Hopefully it's open. I'm hoping it's open, because if not, it's about a 3-mile, you know, trek to get to the actual trailhead where it starts. And there's a porta potty. So if the gate's closed, it's quite a bit of a hike to do the Boole Tree Trail. Hopefully it's open and we can drive the 3-mile dirt road to the trailhead. So cross your fingers. so not to confuse you, but when you pass the gate where you know check into the park, you just want to stay on that road and just keep veering left. Just don't make any rights at all. Just keep veering left. Stay on the main highway, 180 east. And we should be getting close here. Yep, it's right up here. There's a sign on your left. There's a turnout. Make sure you watch for traffic before you cross over. And I think we're all right. Converse Basin, Stump Meadow, Bull Tree Trail, 2.5 is what we want. And the gate is open, thank God.
Yay!
Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been on this road certain times of the year with the runoff, you know, from the snow melt, which we might encounter today. I would suggest taking a truck. And I got a 2017 Toyota Tacoma. It's an SR5, and this thing is just a beast. It does really well off-road. If you don't, and it's high off the ground. If you don't have, if you're trying to get up this dirt road with a regular car, I mean, you could do it. I've seen people do it, but you know, you're at risk of getting stuck, and you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, that's not a good thing, good situation to be in, getting stuck way out in the middle of nowhere. Cattle crossing guard there. Yeah, so make sure you have a truck or SUV, I would suggest, just to be on the safe side so you won't have any issues. But yeah, it's like a 3 mile, so you just want to, and again, on this dirt road, same thing. Someone's camping right here. How weird. Huh. Never seen that before. I don't even see a vehicle. It's weird.
Yeah, that is odd.
Oh, you did?
No.
Oh.
So that's odd.
Yeah, it is odd, huh? Anyway, on this dirt road here, you want to just keep veering left as well. Don't make any rights. There's a few little dirt roads that veer off to the right. Don't go on them. You'll get lost. And again, I don't know if I said it before, but yeah, it's not really clearly marked how to get to this spot. And I've heard comments on the internet about this trail, how people, you know, complain a bit about, you know, nothing's really clearly marked. They've gotten lost even on this road trying to get to the trailhead. And then on the trail itself, to find Bull Tree, yeah, it isn't clearly marked either. So, and there's a little spot you have to veer off the main loop trail to get to that Bull Tree. And I'm going to show you how to do that, so when you do it, you won't be confused. So, and actually there's a sign now. That wasn't there before. Yeah, there we go. Converse Basin, Stump Meadow, Bull Tree Trail. So, actually, I take it back. What I told you before, you don't want to keep veering to the left on this dirt road right here. You want to actually just, now there's a sign. The sign wasn't there before. You want to go straight. So there's a road here in the middle. There's one off to the left, one off to the right. You want to go the road in the middle, where the sign, the arrow says Bull Tree Trail, Stump Meadow. Okay. So I stand corrected. I apologize for any confusion.
Well, maybe they heard the complaints.
Yeah, they might have heard the complaints online. There's quite a bit of them. Anyway, I'm going to restart this when we get to the, trying to conserve battery life on my phone here, when we get to the actual trailhead. So I'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
All right, guys, so we made it to the Bull Tree Trailhead. And here's a little porta potty right out in front of it. And I got to tell you, man, when you first hit Big Stump Meadows, if you have a regular car, you need to park right there and just walk the rest of the way. It's about a good mile, but it's just really off-road. I mean, you're gonna get stuck in a regular car. And there's one portion where there's like a huge, even with this truck I would have got stuck. There's a big washed out, rutted out, probably 2 foot deep area, about 30 feet long, where you could just go off the side of it. And there's some really big dips and potholes and whatever. It's super steep. A lot of loose dirt. So yeah, if you have a regular car, stop at the Big Stump Meadows and just park it there and walk the rest of the way to this spot right here. So anyway, but I didn't see any water on the road, which is a plus. I know one year it was water everywhere running across the road all the way up here. And so what is this, July 18th 2020?
Yes.
So everything looks good. The gate was open.
Yes.
The road was dry, at least. I'm gonna park in the shade over here.
Yeah, park in the shade.
So let's see here.
Back it in.
No, I think I'll just pull forward.
Pull forward. Okay. Do me turn this off? Or?
Get most of the shade on the cab.
Yeah, the front part. There you go.
Well, we're here at the trailhead. I got Beast, my pit bull husky mix, and my wife Crystal. We're all ready for a hike, and yeah, it's pretty bare. It's like one other couple here, and so it's pretty low key so far. By the way, the porta potty, it's locked, and there's no entrance into it because of this coronavirus situation. So might want to bring your own paper and wet wipes in case you got to do your business. You get away clean, huh? All right, so we're going to start this trail, and we will see you soon. Okay, so here is the beginning of the trail, and there's a little sign here, Boole Tree Trail. Okay, and as you can see, it's a 2.5 mile loop, moderate difficulty, 1.5 hours approximate. Okay, and the direction that we're going to go on this trail, you can go 2 ways. They both connect back with each other, so it doesn't matter which way, left or right, that you go. You're going to end up in the same spot when it's all over. But I like to go to the left, do the hard portion first. There's a little bit of a climb for about a half a mile, and then it gets easy, and it's all downhill from there, all the way back down to where you started. Okay, here we go. Taking the trail to the left. And my wife says she sees a cow down off to our left, which is pretty common. They do run cattle up in here, kind of like a free range roaming. Hey Beast, you ready, dude? Come on, boy. So they had some big fire up here, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, and it was in danger of burning up Boole Tree, which would be a travesty. That tree took thousands of years to grow and get that big, for it to be destroyed by some fire, which I think started from some bozo guy towing something, and his chains were dragging on the road and causing sparks. Anyway, so they I guess they heloed in some kind of a large water tank, dropped it off next to the tree, and then they had some kind of sprinkler system that they set up from that water tank to water the tree area to prevent it from getting burned, and it worked. They saved the tree, which I'm glad they did, because like I said, it's a special spot for me, and me and my father used to hike this trail like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 times every summer. Kind of like an annual thing we'd always do together. And even when he got up there in age, you know, like in his 60s, he was still able to do it just fine. Like I said, it's a relatively moderate trail. Now you do got to be aware of bears. They are up here, and so I got bear spray, which I highly recommend to anybody that's hiking in the national parks. Bring some bear spray, because you don't want to be caught without it. Let me tell you, I've seen the stories, or I've heard the stories, and I've seen some of the attacks and what they can do. But that bear spray works pretty good, man. I've seen the videos on that too, where they get sprayed and they just turn away and run the other direction. Wow, look at that. Stop here for a second. Some of the scenery here. It's kind of warm today. It's about probably close to 10 o'clock in the morning. It's about 80 degrees, I'd say. I got long sleeve shirt on, but that's because I don't want to get burned. You get burned real easy up here in the higher elevations. And you'll see a lot of dead trees now up here, and the reason why they're dead is because there's a species of Japanese bark beetle, which is an invasive species from Japan, and they kill trees. And so unfortunately, there's a lot of dead trees up here now. You get some really great views on this trail though. Looking down into Kings Canyon, which the river is down that direction, Kings River. Wow, is that the smog? It is, huh? You can see that layer of smog, the lower elevations there in the foothills. And it just looks horrible. I don't remember it when I was a kid. I don't remember it being, but I don't remember it being that bad. It used to be, you know, a lot less. So Crystal, she has our water supply. Got 2 liters of water, which, you know, that's a good amount for a little short hike. And you always want to have water. And you just never know what's going to happen, you know? Things happen. You can get lost. You can get scared off a trail from a bear attack or cougar attack, and you get lost and not find the trail again, or who knows. You know, you can last a couple weeks without food, but you got to have water. You can only last like 3 days without water. And I highly recommend, oh, look at this view. Hold on, babe. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Back to what I was saying, I highly recommend Survivor Filter. You can get it at survivorfilter.com. I don't make any money for saying that. I just personally own one. I think it works great. And it's compact. You know, it's about 6 inches long, could fit easily in your pack. And it filters up to, I want to say, close to 1,000 gallons of water. So you could stick that straw in any stream, any source of water. There's a gate here I gotta try to close here. I think they use this to keep the cattle, and I don't know what's up, but it doesn't look like it works. That's weird. Anyway, some little cattle gate on this trail here. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, you want to have something like that too, you know. Wow, hold on, babe. This view is just incredible. I love this. Those bluffs and cliffs there on the side of that mountain range. But it feels really great in the shade, I tell you. What's up, Beast? What's the matter? Daddy talks too much? All right, let's get back hiking. I'll get back with you guys later on down the trail.
Okay.
Hey guys, so this is where the trail gets a little difficult when you first start off going to the left on the trail loop, and it gets a little bit steep. I want to say for a quarter mile, maybe a little over a quarter mile, it's kind of like that right there. So take breaks, whatever, if you need to. Once you get past that, it's all downhill back to the parking area. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we found a little rest stop along the trail. There's a clearing off to our left, and there's some nice shade. Beast is getting kind of tired. He doesn't get much exercise where we live. Unfortunately, it's my fault. But it's been pretty hot. Anyway, I wanted you to take a look here behind my wife and Beast. There's this beautiful mountain range. See if I can zoom in a little bit on it. Man, it is just gorgeous. Now we do have that smog, and I think my wife brought up the point that we've had some good sized fires nearby lately, so a lot of that's probably from those wildfires, and that's why it's making that smog look even more brown and whatnot. I'd like to hike that ridge or those cliffsides. It just looks so majestic up there. It'd be awesome. Wow.
Okay.
I love this shot right here, these two trees side by side of this rock. Towering sentinel trees. There's rock in the middle of it. And these wildflowers right here. Some kind of a bush with those white flowering blooms on top. Absolutely beautiful. I'd love to free climb that rock right now, but probably shouldn't. I don't have the right kind of climbing shoes for that. They're kind of slick, these boots. And I went to go climb up this rock right here, and I tore my pants. I heard a rip, and I just tore my pants wide open, man. That was a fly in. Oh. All right, guys. So a nice little, observation tip, whatever you want to call it. Along this trail, Boole Tree Trail Loop, there's a little hut, like a little, I don't know what they use it for, but it'd be a really ideal spot to get out of. Like, say you get caught in the middle of a storm, it just rolls in as you're in the middle of your hike, and you don't think you can get back safely. Maybe there's lightning, hail, whatever. This would be a really good little spot to hunker down until it was safe to kind of leave and get back to the down where the car area is. Because actually, believe it or not, in the mountains here, storms can blow in really quick, within an hour, sometimes even a half an hour. It looks clear, and then all of a sudden, bam, the clouds roll in, thunder, lightning, hail, whatever, snow flurry. So it's not much to look at, let me tell you. But if you had to get out of the elements, this would definitely, it's probably like a 7x7, 6x6, just to keep dry and get out of the lightning. Hey babe, how you doing over there? There you go. All right, let's get back on this trail. So I don't know if you guys can see it. My dog's panting really heavy, making the camera shake. But there's some purple I don't know, shrubs, some kind of a wild shrub, and really beautiful, purplish pink color, and there's these beautiful monarch yellow butterflies just all over those shrubs. Oh, there he goes. Look at that, beautiful. God's creation is so wonderful. You just got to get outdoors and see it, man. Get away from that television. There's nothing good on it anyways. Nice little mountaintop here. Hold on, B. Wow. Alright guys, so just a little bit up from where I showed you those wild shrubs with the butterflies, there's Boole tree in the background. You can see it off to the right of this trail. We're not quite to where there is an actual dirt trail that leads to it, but you can see it off in the distance right there. And to me it seems like it got shorter. I don't know if it had a lightning strike and blew off top of the tree, or it used to always be that way, but that's the Boole tree. And might not be the tallest tree you're gonna find with the sequoias in the national park, but it's by volume, you know, I guess the body of it is so thick. It's one of the thickest trees up here. I think it is the thickest tree.
Yeah, from the bottom.
From the bottom up to the middle. But anyway, there it is. Got a beautiful shot of this mountain range here on this Boole tree trail loop. I wanted to share it real quick here. Tell you get some really good views on this trail. Some of the trails you take up here, you're so deep in the woods and whatnot that you'll never see anything. You'll just see trees all around you. You won't be able to see any mountain ranges. This trail, you get all that. So I definitely recommend it. Alright guys, I don't want you to miss this tree, okay? So, there's Boole tree. You can see it as you're getting closer toward on the trail. If you don't know what to look for though, you could easily miss it. It doesn't look very impressive from the top part of it. Okay, and the other trees are blocking the view of how actually thick and big around this thing is. But you're gonna see this rock on the trail. Okay? There's the tree. And then you're gonna see this trail and this rock here, okay? And a little ways past this rock and the trail, there's going to be a little trail that deviates from the main trail, and that's going to lead you right to the Boole tree. And looks like we got some people walking our way, and my dog is not people friendly, so I'm going to have to stop the video right now. Dang it. Alright, so we're back on this trail. I'm going to show you how to get to this Boole tree on the main trail here. Okay, so you're going to have to look. There is a side trail that shoots off to the left. Now, keep in mind that when I started this loop trail, I took the trail to the left. So you're going to be watching this video as you were if you were walking this loop trail starting off from the left side of the loop, which most people don't. And I think that's why they missed the trail. And technically, I guess I am doing this trail backwards, but to me, it's an easier way to see, to not miss this this trail here that leads off to Boole tree. Okay, because there's a little sign here, which I don't know if that was there before or not. I don't remember. But anyways, that's the main trail, the loop trail that leads back to the parking lot. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, right here, where my wife and my dog went, Okay, that's where you go down to Boole Tree. It's just a little short little walk, okay? So you're gonna go to the left, past this sign, okay? And it tells you Boole Tree down that way. And I get it, some people don't, I mean, most people don't want to get lost, so they see that side trail, they're like, well, should I go down there or not? And there's a little plaque here. It's pretty interesting. They gave you a little history of the tree and this area. And it used to be heavily logged area for wood. They were cutting down these sequoias left and right. Kind of a travesty, man.
They even
But
have the sign that says Boole tree on it. That's cool.
sign's a little dirty, but yeah. Come to this nice little informational sign about the loggers and how they didn't chop Boole Tree down, they left it, which was good. But yeah, when you come to that first, it's called Big Stump Meadow, which is right below the trailhead there. Yeah, that's the result of all that logging they did up here. Here's the loggers, bunch of old timers, the late 1800s. Guy even brought his wife up here.
He's standing up on the thing.
Yeah, oh, there's a couple of wives in here. All standing on Boole Tree, taking a little photo shoot.
1800s, wow.
And so, right in front of this plaque is Boole Tree. And it goes all the way up there. That's a sequoia. Giant sequoia. And so, back on the trail to the tree, because you can go right to the base of it. Some beautiful fern right here. I love fern. Oh. Yeah, me and my dad would always come on this trail, and we get to this tree and take a little break and have a little snack, relax, and just take in the beauty of this little special spot. Just come to a spot like this and just be real quiet, close your eyes and meditate and tune out all the crap in your life and just think about nature and God and this beautiful creation that He's made for us. This thing is massive. The girth of this thing, I mean, I don't know how many feet around it is, but it's got to be at least 30 feet around. And it's just so majestic. Why don't you go down to the base of that tree and I'll stay here so they could kind of get an idea of how. Oh, watch it, buddy. Get down in that little crevice there. A hollowed out area in the middle. I think that was due to a lightning strike to hitting it, just kind of carved it out. Oh wow. Let me see if I can. Nope. Wow, it's pretty dark. Well, that shade's pretty dark in this. Can't seem to pull up, get it brighter. lighting's terrible right here. There we go. Much better right in here. There we go. Turn this. No. Leave it like this. Wave. Hey, babe. So yeah, so this tree is just, you can see the girth of it, man. Like I said, it's probably way more than 30 feet around. It could be closer to 50 feet circumference. Beautiful. Looks like somebody notched this log out playing some kind of a game on it or something. Tic-tac-toe or something. There's even a little bit of sticks there for whatever they're doing. Probably some kids playing some kind of game or something. I don't remember that being there before, a couple of years back. You could see the scar that leads up this tree. Definitely a lightning strike. There we go. Sorry about the focus, guys. Yeah. There's from another side of this tree. And it just gets super bright. Oh wow. Here we go. I got the lighting right on this phone. It was all screwy. That's a much better shot. Wow, I gotta put my head all the way back to see up to the top of this thing. Is crazy. Just absolutely beautiful. Okay. All right, guys, so this is the Boole tree, and we finally made it to this, and you got to see it. And again, man, this is God's creation right here. Don't take life for granted. Get out there and see what God has made. Get away from your television, get away from the city, get up out of that dirty air and that fighting and anger and crazy people, and get out in nature by yourself with your wife, with your loved ones, your kids, your father, your mother. Listen, me and my dad used to take this trail all the time, and it was one of our favorite things to do together and spend time as father and son. And you know, he passed away early. He was like 63. He passed away, and he's gone now. And I wish I would have had more time with him. I wish I would have done more things with him. And I just want to encourage you, you know, take your mom, take your dad, and spend time with them while they're here, and do stuff like this. Go on these little short, little easy hikes, and just spend time with them, because you never know when your life's going to be cut short. you know. And so make the best of it, and love your family, love God, and love His creation. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, so coming back out of that Boole tree trail deviation, where we kind of went off to the left there to go see the tree, coming back out where that sign is, you're just gonna make a left, and you're gonna head back to the rest area where you parked. Okay, now you can go to the right, it doesn't matter, but you just go back the same way that you came, and that's kind of boring. You want to see the rest of the trail, right? So you make a left. Back at this sign, you make a left. Beast, this way. Come on. And just take this trail all the way back. I love being up here. I love the smells up here, man. It's fern and juniper. Wish I could take it back home with me.
No, bring it home.
Put it in my front yard.
Front yard, man. Oh, okay.
There's the stump where my dad took a photo.
Oh, it's that one, huh?
Yeah. My dad took a photo. We got a photo of him on that stump, posing, right before he died. Probably a year and a half before he died.
Yeah, something like that.
Sure do miss him. You know, it seems like my kids are always so busy with their life that they don't have time for me. And it's a shame because, like I said, enjoy your parents while they're here. You don't know how long they're going to be here. Some people are coming to the trail here, so I'm going to cut this video short here. So coming back down Boole Tree Loop Trail, as we left the tree, we come across these beautiful wildflowers, like a lavender color, just beautiful. Thought you guys might want to check that out. All right, so we're leaving the Boole Tree Trailhead rest area, and I wanted you guys to check out this. My poor dog's just wasted. That guy is tired. He hasn't done a hike like that ever, so. And there is some shady spots that, you know, are nice. You want to get those spots early, get here early and get there and get parked there. That way at about noon, 12:30, 1 o'clock, you're gonna have nice shady area to go eat your lunch. And there's some logs that you can sit on, and there's like little makeshift log tables over there. But I want you to see how steep this spot is right here as you come up to this rest area. It's the spot I was telling you about, how you don't need to have a 4x4, okay? But you do need a car with ground clearance. So if your car sits low to the ground, don't try it, man. You're gonna jack your car up, tear up your exhaust or whatever.
You don't want them to have a lowrider.
No. And look at, here's the spot I was telling you. Like, you be careful when you come up here. If you come up here late, be really careful if it's dark or getting towards dusk, because they got this spot. Look, let me you see that? You see that rut? That's about 2.5 feet deep. If my truck was to go over that right now, I would be done. I have to get a tow truck up here. It'd be a nightmare, and it would cost you a fortune to get your car out of that area. And this is not a solid road. I mean, it's, you know, it's a dirt road, so that could, you get too close to that shoulder, it could give way and you could fall in. So be mindful of that, all right? But there's some really rough spots right down here. Super steep too. Oh.
Down there laying there in the grass. Oh, there's 2 cows.
Yep, there's some cows right here. That one's got
There's
some
a
horns. Big old bull.
Just kidding.
He's like, hey man, leave me alone, dude. I ain't in the mood.
Hi. He's chilling in the shade. That one's in the sun.
There's another one down there.
Sure is.
Yeah, this is the spot, the hangout.
I've never seen cows on this trail.
I haven't either.
Maybe it'd help him eat the grass up.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
So actually this part really isn't too bad, okay? But there's just a little section, a steep little section as you first start going up from that big meadow, or that, whatever that area is called, I don't know, big stump meadow. And that's the part that, you know, you really gotta watch. And that one other area I was showing you where there's that drop off. And we got another vehicle.
Oh, we got over just in time. Stop. Get by.
Is that enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see.
Yeah, dude, you're welcome.
People, what are you gonna do? Alright. Now, yeah, this is the bad spot right here, guys. This is where it starts to get really rough, is what I was telling you. With a regular car, without the proper ground clearance, there's a lot of big ruts too. Going down's not bad, but coming up, you know, that's where you're gonna have the trouble with it. Maybe even spinning out. The ground's real soft dirt, a lot of soft dirt and potholes and low spots. I'm going like really slow right now, probably 3 miles an hour. Pretty good grade. Oh, rock. There's a lot of loose boulders and rocks on this section right here too. Whoa. Whoa, easy, easy, easy. So we're coming down into that big stump meadow. That's where they did all this heavy logging and left the big stumps of the sequoias all over.
Yeah, they sure do.
Kind of like a sequoia graveyard, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, burn them.
And the fire did come through here.
Yeah, burn them. 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 Yeah, burn them.
Oh, butterfly hit the top of the truck there.
Oopsie.
So we made it down past that rough part of the road. Like I said, if you don't have the
Yeah,
vehicle,
you can go in that one.
yeah, there's a stump there. It's hollowed out. It'd be kind of cool to crawl through it. You got kids or whatever, they love to play in this little area right here. Be nice for them. Have a little picnic even, whatever. But yeah, so if you don't have the vehicle for it and you're worried about tearing up the underside of your car, I would just park right over here on the shoulder somewhere in this meadow, and just, if you do want to go up to that Boole tree, just hike up the road to it, to the trailhead from right here. And that way you won't tear your car up, mess up your muffler or whatever. And that is the Boole Tree Trail Loop in Kings Canyon National Park. And so I just wanted you guys to have an idea of what it's like in case you want to try it out for yourself. I recommend it. Like I said, it's relatively easy for the family. If you got little kids or whatever, they could actually make it if they're, 4 or 5. And like I said, you get tired, you could always rest alongside the trail for a couple of minutes and then get back on the trail again. Take your time.
Make sure you bring water.
Yeah, bring water. There's no running water up here. There's no fountains up here. Bring lots of water, wet wipes, toilet paper because the restroom's closed. Bring some snacks, some food, ice chest if you want, whatever. Have yourself a picnic when you get done. Relax, enjoy the day, enjoy being up here. And most importantly, have fun and enjoy God's creation. This is Samuel. I'm signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I'll be doing a lot more of these trails up in Kings Canyon National Park and even up into Sequoia National Park. So keep an eye out for them. Subscribe, that way you won't miss any videos. I'm going to start coming up here a lot more often and doing a lot more videos because now I got my pass, my year pass, $70. But hey, you come up here 10 times, it pays for itself. I'm not that far away, about an hour, a little over an hour drive, hour and 20 minutes, like that. So until next time, you guys be safe and stay away from the crazies. Later.